Hello, bossy world. Welcome to Boxing Block Center. According to recent rumors that I'm hearing right now, Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte is willing to fight Alexander Povetkin next if he cannot get the Water or the Joshua fight. And what do I think about this? I think it's true, thanks to my man Richie, who gave me the info. I think Water, you look at Water, for example. We can just imagine that Water is going to fight Tyson Fury in the rematch, right? That's what we imagine. That's what we think is going to happen, right? And let's look at Joshua. We think Joshua is going to fight Miller, right? If not Miller, Whyte. Because Joshua wants Water, but Water don't want Joshua. Joshua wants Fury, but not this time around, because he wants to get his hands on the WBC strap. And if Joshua does not get his hands on the WBC strap, that means he's going to either fight Miller or Whyte, not Fury. That's just the fact. Because Joshua wants to unify first before he gets to fight Fury. Fury is the so-called linear champion. So, but he has no belt. There's no belt for that. So, Joshua wants that belt first to unify, to become the undisputed heavyweight king of the whole universe, then fight Fury. Dillian Whyte stated in the post-fight interview, he told Joshua face to face, listen, I'm not going to wait for you. I've got my own options as well. So Povetkin then called him out. And Whyte is willing to fight Povetkin next if he cannot get the Joshua fight. And I think that fight will be an event of its own. It's not going to be on the account of Joshua. No, it's not. It's going to be an event of its own because Povetkin is a huge name. It's for Joshua. He got recognition through that fight as well. Remember, Whyte has been, headlining his own event since the Lucas Brown fight. Yeah, against Joseph Parker, he was the headliner. He did not fight on the undercard of anyone. Against Chisora now, he's also the headliner. So, why do you expect this guy who's not a pay-per-view star, but who can sell pay-per-view? He's a guy that can fight decent opponents like Miller. I think if Whyte fights a guy like Miller, it's going to be pay-per-view. And if guy fights a guy like Povetkin, he's going to be pay-per-view. No matter how much you try to twist it and say, well, this fight should be on the undercard of a fight. Well, Dillian Whyte is not on that level anymore. You might think I'm lying, but it's just the truth. If you see Whyte fights again, it's going to be a main event, not on any undercard. So that's just the truth. You might say, well, Whyte is not a huge star like Joshua or Fury or that or that, but Whyte is coming up there. Listen, Whyte has my full respect and my full support. Whyte might talk shit sometimes about Joshua. Oh yeah, we understand. Fighters talk shit. He's a man of his own. He's a huge, big man. Why should he be scared of other men? No, he can't. And a fight between Dillian Whyte and Povetkin will make a very good fight. I might favor Povetkin to win that fight based on experience, but I'm not going to count Dillian Whyte out because I've counted this guy out a couple of times. I mean, just look at the Parker fight. I thought Parker was going to win that fight, to be sincere. Although he nearly won it, but still wasn't enough. Whyte was more aggressive. Whyte dropped Parker, although both of them got dropped. But for Parker, it was too late. So the rematch of that fight will be very interesting to see who wins, you know. But I think Whyte will win. You know, this guy has been improving a lot and be working a lot more on his boxing technique. I mean, looking at the Chisora rematch, you can see some adjustment he made in that fight. The first fight was all gun blazing fight, where both of those guys were just going toe to toe with each other, you know, punching each other's face, you know, wanting to kill each other. You know, both of them were very aggressive. It was a dog fight. That first fight was a dog fight. But the second fight, you saw how technical Dillian Whyte fought. You know, he fought mostly on his back foot. You know what I mean? Not wanting to engage much until he made Chisora gas out and then knocked him out cold. Cold. That left hook, people will say, well, left hook is just left. No, that left hook of Dillian Whyte is something extraordinary. When you are a boxer, you understand what I mean. I'm not a boxer, but I've boxed before when I was young, you know. I've trained before. I'm still training anyway, but I'm not a full-time boxer now. I'm just a guy who trains daily, you know, still working on my fitness. Always have to do so. So that left hook is extraordinary. That left hook has dropped a lot of people. The same left hook dropped Joshua in the amateurs. Because remember, Dillian Whyte beat Joshua in the amateurs and got beat in the professional because Joshua improved a lot. Joshua, ever since beating Whyte, has also improved, you know. So, do I want to see the Joshua and Whyte fight next? Am I really eager to see that fight? Not really. The fight I want to see is Joshua against Wilder. I mean, I want Wilder to get beat, especially looking at Wilder and what his team have done to my channel, or what they tried to do. I laugh in Chinese. They tried to shut me down. They got a lot of my videos about Wilder flagged for no goddamn reason, because I used some of the videos, some of the clips he posted on Twitter. I thought that was fair use, but they don't like me, and I can understand that. But they watch me, you know. They watch my videos. I thought they don't care about me. I thought I'm a nobody, but I never knew I'm somebody. Okay, thanks Wilder and all those other guys that made it happen. You've made me famous. I laugh in Japanese. Well, Dillian Whyte is not afraid of anyone. Dillian Whyte will fight anyone, any day, anywhere. This guy is a warrior, a real warrior. And I have nothing but respect for this guy. What do you guys think will happen in the fight if they get to fight? Like Povetkin and Whyte. Who you think is going to win that fight? I might have to favor Povetkin due to his boxing experience, but I would never count out Dillian Whyte, especially when it comes to knockout. Dillian Whyte would knock or might knock Povetkin out in that fight. Povetkin can also knock Dillian Whyte out, so it's going to be who lands first. Povetkin is the more experienced fighter, which is logical. I mean, this guy has had more than 200 amateur fights, so you cannot compare to Dillian Whyte, who only had a couple of fights as amateur. So, but Dillian Whyte is credible. I mean, he's a guy who is going to improve more. If you give Dillian Whyte 2 years to improve, he would beat a lot of fighters. And probably might beat AJ as well. Who knows? He did in the amateurs when he was a novice. So, but Joshua is on another level. Joshua is just too good. And Joshua is also learning. So, both of those guys are always good, matchup. Give your thoughts below, like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Cheers, everyone.